Welcome to Ink2 Video. Every day we break down powerful books into simple stories and show you exactly how to apply them.
Meet Vardha. On paper, he has won the game of life. He has the fast car, the big house, and the high-powered career. Yet he is what you might call soul-tired. He spent decades chasing these specific, superficial markers of success, thinking that a red Ferrari was the finish line. But despite the luxury he has accumulated, he feels like a ghost in his own life, a man whose time is measured in sterile deadlines rather than meaning. Psychology calls this the hedonic treadmill. Our brains are wired to adapt rapidly to new levels of wealth. As soon as we reach a goal, our expectations shift, and the satisfaction we expected remains at the same distance, forcing us to keep running just to feel normal. When you build an identity entirely on external metrics, you inevitably create a vacuum where your sense of peace should be. Vardha's daily reality is a whirlwind of impossible demands and office drama, a chaotic loop that offers no room for error. One afternoon, the illusion of control shatters. Vardha suffers a sudden health scare right at his desk, gasping for air as the papers of his high-powered life scatter around him. In that moment, the math becomes clear. If he stays on this path, he will have everything, but he will have experienced nothing. Without an internal foundation, his life architecture is on the verge of a total collapse. To find a way out, Vardha turns to author Robin Sharma, who suggests we are looking for success in all the wrong places. Sharma tells of Julian Mantle, a lawyer who left his hollow wealth to seek wisdom in the extreme isolation of the Himalayan peaks. Julian's journey highlights a specific path. Happiness is found by identifying what you truly love and directing all your energy toward doing it. This approach relies on a core law of life. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in physical reality. Vardha's external reality was failing because he was trying to build a physical structure without ever drafting a mental blueprint. He starts his internal rebuild with the Garden Guard rule. For 10 minutes a day, he focuses exclusively on positive thoughts to weed out the negativity that had dominated his mind. He then joins the 5 a.m. club, waking up an hour earlier to create holy time for reading wisdom literature and quiet reflection. Neuroscience supports this. When positive actions are automated through rituals, the brain's cognitive load is reduced. The chaotic, tangled energy of stress is replaced by clear, efficient pathways. This frees up mental energy, allowing the brain to focus on high-level creativity and problem-solving. To manage daily stress, Vardha uses the deathbed test. Whenever an email or deadline creates panic, he asks, "On my last day on Earth, will I care about this?" These virtues act as a new operating system, moving beyond abstract philosophy into a practical method for rewriting the brain's response to the world. The ultimate test arrives when Vardha is offered a promotion and a 30% raise. The catch? It requires an extra 20 hours of work every week. His old self would have equated the money with happiness, but his new blueprint shows him that the extra hours would destroy his mental garden and eliminate his time for self-improvement. He rejects the raise. He decides that spending those 20 hours on his health and his family offers a much better return on investment. He even begins mentoring a younger colleague on weekends, discovering that he finds more joy in service than he ever found in a bigger paycheck. Biology confirms this shift. Purpose-based pursuits and helping others trigger the release of oxytocin and serotonin, which provide a more lasting sense of fulfillment than any financial transaction. True wealth is a psychological state of sustained peace, not a temporary dopamine spike from a status symbol. Vardha is now an enlightened professional. He didn't have to leave his career, he just changed how he inhabits it. He is now high-performing and calm. His colleagues no longer see a stressed executive, they see a source of wisdom. By focusing on his inner world, he became rich in the only two resources that don't depreciate: time and spirit. His outward reality shifted only because the internal architecture, the first creation, was finally sound. Success is not something you chase. It is an internal state that you attract by the person you become. As Sharma teaches, investing in your own inner world is an investment that improves your life and the lives of everyone around you. If you sold your Ferrari today, whatever external thing you're chasing for status, what would you do with that extra time and energy to feed your soul? Stop focusing on the physical structure of your life. Start designing the mind.
Subscribe to the channel and comment on which point you would like to implement in your life and which book we should read next.